Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from storyplanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, A New Earth, a creation by Eckhart Tolle. In the book, A New Earth, 2005, the author delves into spiritual teachings and emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment. These summaries highlight the significance of transcending one's ego to find personal happiness and contribute to a reduction in global suffering. Through these insights, readers will discover how to release their ego and attain genuine fulfillment in life. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Eckhart Tolle, a highly acclaimed and influential spiritual teacher, has achieved global recognition. His previous book, The Power of Now, also accessible in blinks, has been translated into more than 33 languages. With 6 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book. On storyplanet.net. To start, by letting go of our egos, we have the opportunity to contribute to a better world for all. So let's shift our focus away from the self and embrace the chance to make a positive impact. That the root cause of conflicts and misery in the world lies within our minds. Our preoccupation with the past and future, excessive worry, and domination of the ego lead us away from true happiness and fulfillment in the present moment. By overcoming our egos, we have the power to create a better world. Key idea number 1. The violence inflicted upon both fellow human beings and our planet is a clear reflection of society's deeply rooted madness. This article explores the idea that dysfunction and suffering are inherent parts of human existence, as described by various ancient religions. Despite mankind's remarkable achievements, we are still plagued by destructive forces such as violence, greed, and hatred, which are not only directed towards each other, but also towards other species and the environment. While many religions have sought to address these tendencies, none have found a definitive solution. The article invites readers to continue reading to discover the proposed solution. Key idea number 2. Religion may not be the remedy to heal our internal turmoil, urging us to seek an alternative resolution. Throughout history, individuals have sought to improve society through ideas like communism. However, these attempts failed because the leaders lacked the necessary self-awareness and ability to change themselves. We can still turn to the wisdom of ancient religious teachers such as Buddha and Lao Tzu, but their teachings have often been misunderstood and distorted. This has led to the perversion of messages of kindness and unity, resulting in religions that promote hate and division. Even Christianity, which speaks of empathy and kindness, has been tainted by periods of brutality like the Crusades and the Spanish Inquisition. Today, our desperate search for change threatens our very existence. Science and technology have accelerated our capacity for destruction, exacerbating problems caused by the egoistic human mind. Slavery and torture have always marred human history, but the brutality of the 20th century has taken it to an unsustainable level. It is clear that we must undergo a fundamental shift in our actions and way of life to survive, evolve, or perish. Key idea number 3. To conquer our inner destructive tendencies, it is imperative to acknowledge that it is the ego that drives these negative forces. The ego keeps us trapped in our thoughts, feelings, and desires, hindering our connection with the world. It convinces us that knowing about ourselves is the same as truly knowing ourselves. Society reinforces this belief, emphasizing our accomplishments and possessions as defining our identity. However, releasing the ego goes beyond letting go of material attachments. It requires recognizing that our true self is not the I constantly thinking and forming opinions, but the observer of this stream of consciousness. Releasing the ego is challenging but necessary, as it is the root of discontent, insecurity, and anxiety. The author's awakening came when he realized he was just as ego-driven as a woman on the subway, sparking a journey of self-analysis and detachment from egoic thinking. Key idea number 4. The ego drives our inclination to cling onto past pain and suffering. Overthinking can lead to alienation and suffering as we ruminate over past hurts and anxieties about the future. An example from Zen philosophy illustrates this. Two monks encounter a situation, and one lets it go while the other holds onto it, causing anger and resentment. We should learn from nature, like ducks who quickly move on from conflicts. Rather than dwelling on the past, we should focus on the present moment to find peace. Key idea number 5. To lead a fulfilling life, one must harmonize two important objectives: the external purpose and the internal purpose. Having a true life purpose is essential for finding contentment, regardless of financial circumstances. The inner purpose we all share is to awaken and experience a change in consciousness that separates thought from awareness. This enlightened state, also known as presence, allows us to be conscious without being consumed by ego and thoughts. Outer purposes, such as making money or building a career, are subject to external changes and can ultimately disappoint us. For instance, if our purpose is to raise children, we become dependent on them depending on us, which may lead to a sense of loss when they grow up and no longer need us. Defining purpose based on being better than others also relies on their failure, which is not a healthy source of meaning. Instead, it is the state of consciousness behind our goals and actions that determines whether they are motivated by ego. Even seemingly selfless and noble outer purposes could stem from selfish inner reasons, such as seeking validation or feeling superior to others. Key idea number 6. Living an enlightened life entails embracing two essential elements: acceptance and enjoyment. If you want to find peace and enlightenment in your daily life, learn to enjoy and accept the present moment. Acceptance means embracing tasks, even if they're not enjoyable or stressful, with a peaceful and open mindset. If you can't find joy or acceptance in what you're doing, it's better to stop and reassess. By surrendering responsibility for your state of mind, you give up control over your life. Find enjoyment by focusing on the present moment and let the joy of consciousness flow through you. However, it's important to remain humble and not let achievements inflate your ego. Remember, you're still human. In conclusion, the human ego perpetuates a harmful cycle of violence and destruction within individuals and society. Understanding the ego's destructive nature is crucial in releasing it and embracing non-judgment, non-resistance, and non-attachment. By doing so, we can find inner joy and contribute to world peace. Practical advice: take a moment to breathe. Often, we are too preoccupied with our thoughts and anxieties to feel our inner vitality. By focusing on our breath, we can reconnect with our aliveness. Take a few deep breaths and feel your body fill with life. Though simple, this exercise has profound calming and focusing effects that we often overlook. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.